Go fuck yourself.
Are you curious where you can watch the latest episode of Kamen Rider and Sentai every week? Well, since there is no official release, you might have to resort to alternative methods. Personally, when I search for website to watch tokusatsu, my top priority is to safeguard my personal data. That's why I rely on Surfshark VPN, the sponsor of today's video. With Surfshark, your online safety and privacy is paramount, as it is effective at concealing your online activities through its VPN capabilities. By encrypting your internet traffic that nobody can pry into your online endeavors or track your digital whereabouts. Additionally, Surfshark enables you to virtually explore the world with a tap, thanks to its ability to change your VPN address. By switching your location to anywhere in America, let's say, you can access at least over 10 Ultraman shows and movies, or explore other toku shows available on Tokusatsu. You can poke around at the Japanese premium Bandai page and discover a captivating array of expensive children's toys. I highly recommend getting Surfshark VPN today, as it comes with an extra 3 months. Simply click the link in the description, and if you are unsatisfied, rest assured there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So why wait any longer? Take advantage of this fantastic offer and sign up now. It's an incredible opportunity for all of you, my fellow tokusatsu fans. I really need to open this video with how much I hate that the Dark Three Sisters have an actual master that they serve under, and the small child isn't their leader. Come on, Toei, you had one job, and that is making the child the main villain of the show, and you screwed it up. Okay, you can clearly see that Hasegawa isn't fully running the show. Hasegawa would have totally made the child the main villain, just saying. But I absolutely love this episode, combining two of my favorite things, being the silly world of tokusatsu and even the sillier world of prores. I love the way that this episode presented Haruto as this young and hopeful protagonist that would risk absolutely everything for fighting for someone's gacha. And that specific someone is an old man that used to run a wrestling dojo. But when his prospect young lion got injured and forced to retire, he pretty much stopped getting new students. And his school is pretty much a place that he lives in and works out in. And also, the actual Yakuza won't. Yeah, I was very surprised seeing the actual Yakuza in a Kamen Rider show, specifically a very light-hearted show like Gotchard. But after Hotoro and the gang stopped the Yakuza from the shakedown with the help of the wrestler G. Kami, the old man tells them the story about his young prospect young lion, specifically the wrestler that injures him, Yukio Naya. Wait, I am getting in my ear, that's not Yukio Naya from DDT, it's Golam Gronki? You had Yukio Naya, he was a former like 6-man knockout champion. Come on! A man that doesn't know a shoot from a work. If Inoki was in the Gotchard universe, that wouldn't happen. He would have done 2 feats, or slap the shit out of him, or just yell at Masahiro Chono that would do commentary and scare the living shit out of him like that. That's an actual thing that happened. You can look it up. Inoki was a strange, violent man, but also, from what I understand, a very nice man too. It was weird. Just look it up. And Golam injures a lot of people with his signature attack, the windmill backbreaker. one of the most safest moves to take. Okay, I get it. Wrestling isn't ballet. You can ask JR that. But like a lariat. Anything more. Like super kick. I don't know. One wing angel. V-trigger. He should just V-trigger people. Like, I would get that. But a windmill backbreaker? I understand he's a big man. He's a big lumbering big man. Doesn't do a lot of moves. But a windmill backbreaker? That's the thing that injures people? Come on, you could clearly see that they're taking it the correct way. So I can't actually believe that he's actually injuring people with it. Well, because of his pure hatred towards people and other wrestling promoters, because, hey, he's injuring people, so I don't really see him getting booked a lot. He attracted not only Koloth, I think I say her name correctly, let's hope I'm saying her name correctly, but also the Gorilla Kami. And after a trip to Backbreak City, Hotaro begs Hasashi, the old man, to train him to actually counter Golem's finisher. After Hasashi refuses, mainly because he can't really do it anymore because he's an old man that also wants to fight. Well, Punk is an old man and he used to work with children, so it doesn't mean that you're not old enough to still wrestle, young guy. Just saying, something about his want to fight actually attracted the wrestler G Kemi, which can create like a good amalgam, which is a really cool idea, and I hope this is not going to be the only time we're going to do it, because the idea of a Kemi actually attracting to the good side of humanity and not just the malice is really cool and could play a part in making like the other side characters heroes as well without really giving them drivers. And I like the difference between the good and the bad amalgam, where the bad amalgam can just grunt and shout. The good ones can actually fully talk, where Wrestler G combines with Hasashi, train Hotaro to actually counter the move, with most of the time performing the move, but I love it. It was so cool. It was an 80s montage with actual almost like 80s style montage music. Oh my god, I love this episode too much. And when the sun rises, Hotaro is ready for his debut match against the very much not safe Golem. But weirdly, Hasashi's gym doesn't have a ref on hand, so Wrestler's G's blatant interference is excused. That should have totally been a DQ, but after his help, Hotaro was ready to perform his finisher attack, and I absolutely love that. A part of his finisher, he needs to do an Irish whip, which still continues to defy the laws of physics. Why do you continue to run? It's just the stupidest thing in wrestling. This is the dumbest thing, and I love that his finisher is a dropkick. It's amazing. Mr. Minato already erased Golem's memories before he would go with the police. It's kind of sad because the episode kind of ends on a bittersweet ending, with Hasashi knowing that his memories of Wrestler G would be erased, but he's fine with it, while Hotaro isn't. But way more is Wrestler G, because we can actually like see him cry, and he's actually sad, and it's like, man, I actually care for him. Like, I actually like it. It's Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is about a semi-silly bugman that fights for people's hopes and dreams. That's Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider shouldn't be serious. It shouldn't be all the time about a douchebag. I hate this idea. I hate this notion that Hotaro as a protagonist is a bad one if we compare him to Ace. Because Ace was a douche. Hotaro is a kid. Hotaro has a lot more similarities with Takeshi Hongo or Godai from Kuga. Like, I don't know, I love it. I absolutely love this episode. It shows that Kamen Rider is more than just
you know, being super serious and being dark. We can have some fun from time to time. So, this episode get the Ultraman Ace A. I loved it. I hope that this episode continues on the right track because we did dip from time to time, but this episode was great. I really liked the two seniors' interactions, specifically like the quiet one when Hotaru like called them like senpai. He was like super happy, and I'm like, oh my god, I already like him slightly more than the girl. I don't care. While the only big problem that I had is that Valvrad was just there for like a quick second. He was there to be a douche and leave. I don't know. I hope that we get more about Spanner, because Spanner right now is an interesting character, but not interesting enough to really have for me to have a full-on opinion about him. But I also really like that Reina isn't flip-flopping around. She is, you know, Hotaru's friend, and she did say some good words to him, to his mom, so that means they might be together. They actually might do the Hasagawa thing and make them a couple. I don't care. So what you thought about Gotchard episode 5? For real now, because I know last week I called 4, 5, but this is the 5th one actually. So comment below, let me know. Thanks for Surfshark for sponsoring my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you already didn't. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.